A lot of people say that the new year brings a rebirth. Well, this is actually one of those times that is true and it is absolutely heartfelt.
Whoa!
So, what we're talking about today is that it has been 2 years since that horrible tragedy that happened to Jeremy Renner when he was just trying to help a neighbor out. And he ended up getting caught underneath a snowplow, and bad things happened. We worried about his life for a long time. Like he was in ICU. It was really bad, but he made it through, the Avenger that he is, and he is back to say how grateful he is. So he is reflecting on the second anniversary of the snowplow accident. Is like, my gratitude list is very long. Based human being, just a good human being. That's all you have to do to be based. Ringing in my second rebirth day today, I send out my love, respect, and gratitude for the army of people that it took to put me back together again. Man, like him or love him, because that's the only two options. Jeremy Renner is a freaking great guy. He always has been. I haven't seen him in anything that has ever like even pushed the needle towards like he might be a scumbag, because it just doesn't exist. And whether or not you like Hawkeye, or think that he could have been taken in a better direction, come on, the dude's acting, the dude's personality, both on the screen and off the screen, have been nothing but admirable in my own opinion. Fight me. So Wednesday, actually New Year's Day, that was the marking of the second anniversary, and he took to Instagram to say these kind of things. He went on to thank each and every nurse, doctor, first responder who cared for him during his 2 week hospitalization, and saying, quoting him, "I literally owe you my life. All my heart goes out to my beautiful, brave nephew and the angels, neighbors, the ones he was helping, who jumped to my aid and endured the chaos for 45 minutes while he's basically freezing to death with horrific injuries going on. We're not going to get graphic here or anything like that, but like that's got to be the worst kind of pain. You would wish for death. I'm so sorry, all the haunting images I imprinted on you all. I'll spare you from the meat grinding images. Now, this is the image that he actually wants to show. So this is his group of folks, his group of doctors, nurses, his neighbors also standing behind him who stayed with him throughout all of this. Yes, this is a feel good story, and that's totally okay with me, because I am so happy that Jeremy Renner is still with us. Yeah, and 2 years ago, well, he calls it his rebirth day. He was airlifted from his home and hospitalized in critical condition after he was crushed by a snowplow while attempting to move snow from his driveway following a holiday celebration with his family. And he goes on to say, now that he's still with us, thank God, and on the mend. He is still on the mend. And everything's up in the air on whether he will ever actually get back to the person that he was. Well, he's still the same person that he was. Will he ever actually get back to the mobility and motility that he used to have? But he goes, my gratitude list is very long with the amount of love and prayers that flooded in from you all around the world. And he needed each and every one of them. Yes, because I, I'm only assuming there is no amount of painkiller that can even begin to numb that kind of pain with what he had to go through. My family never leaving my side, based with some divine intervention, praise God, a bit of luck, and a whole lot of miracles. He stands strong again. Hell yes, brother. Now, he did break 30 bones during the accident and had to learn to walk again. Just imagine that for a second. Yet this true Avenger, this true Titan of a man, came back from that, and now he's back walking. He did say that in June of last year was terrified to return to acting because he didn't have the energy, which is to be expected. And obviously, people are asking about this, like, "Well, you look good." And I was like, "Okay, you're getting around again. Are you going to go back to acting?" It's a It might be a little bit of an intrusive question, but it's not unwarranted. But he goes ahead. I mean, he's very straightforward and upfront with it. And he says, I have so much fuel to put into this reality, this body, all this stuff. He wants to come back. You could see the resilience with with his recovery. He said, I can't just go play make believe right now because that takes a lot of time to get right here every day just so I can, have a positive thought, so I can progress, so I can always keep growing. And that really knocks it down for me. And what I mean exactly by knocking it down is that that takes it back down to reality because he is based in reality. He's saying, like, oh, yeah, I wish I could. I really would love to. He'd be chomping at the bit, but that's the only thing he'd be chomping at because the rest of his body is just not there yet. We hope it does someday. And he definitely has the mental fortitude to make this happen. And I really hope that he comes back. Even if he does almost like a Brendan Fraser role, just get back in there, man, because you got the people support because you haven't pissed them off. Everyone loves you and they just want to see you. Everyone knows that you're okay enough, and just the outpouring of love and support, which he is actually aware of, and thanks so many people. He thanks everyone who sent him well wishes. So he's not one of those people who are like Madonna sitting in a hot tub full of roses and lotus blossoms during COVID and saying, "Oh my gosh, I wish I miss being able to communicate." It's like, no, these people communicated with him, and he is highly aware of that, highly thankful, highly grateful. This is just a good human being, and this is why I'm telling the story today and letting you know about it in case you haven't been up to date on what's been going on with Jeremy Renner. My boy, Hawkeye, also played Dahmer earlier on in his career, but he did great in that too. This is Malty from the GCA. I hope y'all are having a great new year, and y'all have a great evening. Bye bye.